Hey everybody, hello, it's Rob at Old Style Classics Baseball Cards. Thanks for joining me. Today, April 24th, 2024, 9:37 p.m. California time. I want to do another video going a little more into detail about the stuff I picked up at that Silicon Valley card show, or San Jose card show if you like. At the Westgate Center in San Jose. And anyways, thanks for joining me on Old Style Classics. Please subscribe, like, leave a message, share, all that stuff if you wouldn't mind, so this stuff can get out to some more people. Just over 80 subscribers right now, so not even inching, millimetering my way towards 100. So I'm going to show you some of the other stuff that I didn't show yesterday that I picked up at that card show, that I kind of didn't get to really show you each card all that much because I had so much to show. Did that short video today when I went to Bronze Age Batcave, little card shop there in Los Gatos, California. It's this is San Jose. We got the mountains over here. This town's like right up against the mountain here. It's really nice, fancy, kind of rich area. I had to go over there. I've been seeing this Batcave comic book store sitting there right next to this restaurant we used to go eat at over there, and I always wanted to check it out, so I had some extra time today, went and checked it out, talked to Damien, the guy working there. Super cool dude, lots of comic books, really cool store. If you're into that stuff, they got graded comics, all kinds of comics. It's well set up compared to some other comic shops. They did have some baseball cards, you can see those in my video. They had some rack packs, a couple of them had some Andre Dawson All-Star cards in there, but they were $8 a piece, and I was like, nah. Usually pick those up for a few bucks at the local card shop. So anyways, but still pretty neat store. I'd like to spend more time checking it out, but I was just on a break. So alright, so let's get to it. So shout out to Bronze Age Batcave comic books over there in Los Gatos. It's right kind of near the end of the main street there, and there's like a park, and it's over there. Cool place, check it out. Los Gatos, a lot of fun, pretty cool little town. Alright, upscale, so to speak, but pretty sweet. So I'm gonna move that out of the way, and I'm going to show you some more recent pickups, and then if I get time, then maybe we'll open a few packs of something similar to those rack packs. We did open some of the Goodwin Champions, and we pulled the Maria Sharapova Platinum, I think is what that would be. So we got that. Then I'm still not sure what card this is. It's kind of Stadium Club like, from Goodwin Champions. Gabriel Moreno, I put that in a top loader. I don't know why. I think I had some other ones that could go into a top loader more than that, because we got Jackson Holiday. Oh, the Drew Jones. I got a couple Drew Jones. Maybe I opened those last night. So but we got Jackson Holiday rookie for Goodwin Champions. Like I said, not a fan of Goodwin's the last few years with this modern design. It's supposed to be like a tobacco card, but you can watch yesterday's video if you want to see those Drew Jones ones and some other stuff we got. But that's a pretty good one to pick up. Alright, so that's the recent openings that we did. And then in that video, it did show that I picked up 3 packs from the one guy who was kind of being a little bit of a jerk, I thought. Some of these jumbo California sunflower seed unopened packs. Food Issue Oddballs with King Griffey Jr. on the front there, and Eddie Murray on the back. And as you can see, these look to be 1990. And down here, it's got the Players Association there, but it's MSA card. And you should know, if you watch my videos, I'm a big MSA fan, so 24 card set. So there's 24, 24. Eddie Murray. So at least 2 Hall of Famers in there, and I think there's 3 cards in there. I could open them, but there's no reason to. I've got plenty of these loose somewhere. Alright, we'll toss that aside. King Griffey Jr. fans always out there. So the other one with King Griffey on the front. Roger Clemens on the back. So of course not a Hall of Famer, but could have been. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Alright, and hey, congratulations, my Cubs beat Houston again tonight, so we're half game out of first place. Beat them 4-3 and looked like a very frigid Wrigley Field tonight. Then picked up the other King Griffey Jr. Altuve over there hit a home run off us in the 9th inning to get it 4-3, but Cubbies pulled it off. Jordan didn't have very good couple games for us, but I sure like to get Jordan Alvarez over to the Cubs. Could pick up him and Pete Alonso. That'd be nice. I guess Cody Bellinger fractured his ribs. Maybe that was last night. I saw that today. So who knows how long Cody's going to be out. He's our power hitter, and he's barely a 30 home run hitter. So we could sure use some power like Alvarez and Pete Alonso. So we'll see what happens. Maybe they can do some trading, especially since the Astros are horrible. Looks like maybe the Astros, and I don't know what happened to them. Pitching problems? I don't know. But the Astros and the White Sox, who knows? They may be sellers this year. So this one's got Cal Ripken Jr. on the back. We'll be seeing more of him shortly. Alright, so some of the loose stuff I got over at that Silicon Valley Card Show, San Jose. Got another Tatum O'Neal Bad News Bears card. So, she's cute. Liked her character in that movie. That was pretty good. Like to pull her autograph someday. Maybe I could put together a set of these. And once again, to this Panini Golden Age, just beautiful backs. Look at the artwork on the back there. Then it remind you like an old map or something, like the 1600s or something. Just epic. Whoever designed that, great job. Tatum O'Neal there. I think she's an Academy Award winner, or at least nominee. Alright, then we got Aaron Blunt from the Bad News Bears. Didn't have him. So, pick that up. And you can read about him. Ahmad Abdul Ram. Hank Aaron fan, apparently. So that's sweet. But look at those cards, people. I know they don't particularly, I mean, they're just honoring the golden age, I guess, which would be more like your vintage collectors out there. But that is definitely like turn of the century, and I'm talking like 1800s to the 1900s kind of quality artwork there. So definitely an old style classic card in my book. I love that set. Good job, Panini. And I love their minis out of this set. Pretty cool stuff. Little stamp cards are pretty cool too. Alright, then took these out of the top loaders because those top loaders being from card shows are pretty rough shape and pretty dirty. So picked up one of these little mini Tony Gwynn's. I remember buying these sets, or these little packs. They were super cool and they were a lot cheaper than regular packs. Usually got bigger names in it because it wasn't big a checklist compared to a regular size card. There is what I was doing. the leaders. So this 88 design. And they're just cool cards, and you know, I don't know, there's probably like, I think these ones were free because I bought that graded card. So hey, why not? Tony Gwynn, right? And then much like the Dave Winfield I talked about yesterday on the mini, I don't have a whole lot of Eddie Murray stuff. So that's a pretty decent looking card. The centering's not perfect, but it's in pretty good shape. It's not horribly off-centered either, so. And he's on the Orioles, so that's nice. Hall of Famer Eddie Murray. And look at the pop on the back of that card, just pops. And that, my friends, would be a 1981. So that's actually really, really nice for an 81, because all three brands in 81 were pretty notorious for bad quality control and off-centering and all that kind of stuff. But there's an Eddie Murray with a really bright back and pretty decent for the front. Obviously their pictures aren't as good as they are nowadays, but still, that's a nice card to have. Hall of Famer, pretty early on there. Looks to be 4th year card probably. Alright, now some of the oddball stuff. We'll get to Cal Ripken Jr. first, since I showed that he is in the back of one of those Griffey Jumbo California Sunflower Seeds ones, so this is the one in the back of that. There's no point in opening that pack then. I believe I picked this up before those. Obviously, yeah, those packs that jump, the unopened packs of these were the last cards I picked up while I left. Right before I left, I should say. Alright, so that's what the front of that card looked like. And I get a little cleaner back there. I like that simple black, that simple back. You know, there's something about MSA that I like, is when they don't try too hard. They just kind of keep it simple. Something to be said about that. I like that. Boy, Cal's signature looks pretty shaky there. It's almost like seeing a late Stan Musial autograph. And cards aren't worth a whole lot, but if you're a super collector or something like that, you know, of Cal, you know, love to have that in your collection, I would suppose. And then we got this Pepsi card. I'm still not too sure about it. Oh yeah, and I got an update for you on the 2007 and Allen and Ginter. I'll talk about that in a minute around Washington. Let's give old Jose Canseco on this Pepsi card his moment in the limelight. So that appears to be 1990 card. So I don't know how these were distributed. I haven't looked it up or anything like that. And it doesn't even say who manufactured this, so maybe it was just Pepsi. They probably had the money to do something on their own, if they so chose, or maybe they got MSA or Tops or somebody to do these and just didn't advertise it. So, you know me, much like Mangini, I like to have at least something from all these different oddball sets. But I like to do it for the era when I was watching baseball, so late 70s, 80s, and on. And of course, I do love other oddballs from before that, but I don't focus a whole lot on that, because there was so much stuff in the 80s and 90s, 70s, that you can have a lot of fun just hunting down all the different stuff they did. Not going to be a whole lot of value in our lifetime, but who knows, someday. But it's still fun. And then I'll try to pick off older stuff as I go along when I come across it, but you know, not, you know, like I want to get a Red Man card. I'll keep my eyes peeled every now and then. If I ever see one that's reasonable and looks good, I'll probably pick it off. But I don't have the goal of like, oh, I need to get a Red Man, I need to get this, I need to get that. I try to keep it simple and more affordable so that I can pick up the big cards that I like, or that I want. So everyone collects different, and I'm glad to have that Pepsi card in my collection. So anyways, the Ron Washington, maybe I could just pull it out here for a second. I showed you this stuff yesterday. All these minis went through yesterday, especially my super sore ass. My wife did see that. She thought, oh boy, it was funny. I gotta do it, people, come on. It's the super sore ass. Anyhow, so this Ron Washington black border, I looked up on Baseball Cardpedia, and yes, they did have Angie no number cards limited to 50, just like they do now. But they do say that there were black borders, regular black border short prints, like the high number 301 to 350. But then they did have 350 black border no number cards. But there was no odds on that, so they don't tell you how low a chance it is to get one of those or how many of each one were done. But apparently it's rarer than the regular A and G back no numbers. So that is like a short print. So that's beautiful. I'm glad to have that. So never knew about that. So at least that one year they did multiple no numbers, the A&G back and the black border backs you could get. So there were regular black borders with numbers. Alright, next, the flimsiest card of them all is the starting lineup. That feels the thinnest. Once again, beautiful simple backed MSA. Hall of Famer Gary Carter there. So 2 MSA cards side by side. This one looks to be an 88 starting lineup MSA. This one is a 1990, so I don't know, something simple about those I like. That just kind of feels old school to me. So that's pretty cool. So not in great shape, but the only place you could get those was out of the starting lineup figures. So still kind of neat. Old teammate of Andre Dawson's and Hall of Famer. And it's MSA. I like MSA, so if it's cheap enough or free enough, I'll take one of those. Alright, next we're going to get on to my PC. Got me an Andre Dawson. A little bit of bad corner there, but this will be good for the binder. It's got a really good pop on the back, 1980. So I haven't spent a whole lot of time looking at any of my stuff other than what I showed in the video, so I'm pretty sure I have this card, but that'll be nice in the binder, and if I don't, then great. So an early Andre Dawson. So super stoked to have that. Alright, next we got that Jacoby Ellsbury Allen and Ginter, so I have to get an Allen and Ginter in there. That's insert card, so it's definitely thicker stock than your normal Allen and Ginter cards, which are already pretty good card stock. Jacoby Ellsbury, first autograph I ever pulled out of a pack of cards. It's 2005, Signs of the Future, Jacoby Ellsbury, and from Bowman. And so that's a pretty cool card. I seen it. I like that insert set. I remember this insert set, and that's pretty sweet. I believe this is 2010. Or is that 2008 maybe? Well, let's get the focus here. So that's sweet. Third year, Allen and Ginter. Beautiful card. Like I said, that would be great to get an autograph. Like an archive signature series card, that would be pretty nice. Okay, and now on to some cool stuff. Since this actually... Let me get my magnifying glass out here, folks. Don't want to speak out of turn. So this is from the same year that Allen and Ginter originally came out, I believe. Or is it the year before? Maybe it's 2 different years on these cards. Let me look at the back here. Alright, sorry about that, folks. Because of the texture on these cards, kind of makes it a little difficult. Oh, that's okay. So, turkey red. Been getting some turkey reds lately. And those are beautiful cards, and that's Hall of Famer Cal Ripken Jr. again. So I picked up a couple Cals this weekend. Went there on Saturday. And those are sweet cards. Gotta love those turkey reds. Love that texture. It's a very leather-like texture to them. I really like these cards. I think you could still get them as inserts or kind of like hits every now and then in certain products, so it hasn't gone away completely, or maybe online. But they would be like an insert, you know, like occasionally in a flagship or something like that. So it's not like turkey red is completely gone away, but as its own individual product it is. It's too bad because they're beautiful cards. I'd love to see what a mini would look like if they made minis. I know turkey red wasn't a mini back in the 1800s. It was a premium that you'd send away for and get a giant cabinet card. But nice card, Cal Ripken Jr. Hall of Famer, so you can read about him there. Okie dokie. And then next we did get another turkey red. Now this is one, I don't know if it's 2006 as well or 2005. I can't see because of where the texture is. But that is another Hall of Famer, and that is Chipper Jones. I don't believe I have anything of him like a relic. I know I don't have an autograph, but game used authentic game worn jersey with that texture there, beautiful. I like that they're landscape, that's cool. I like landscape cards because I don't really do grading, so it doesn't bother me at all. And that's pretty sweet. And that's one thing I'll give 24 Topps flagship. Their landscape cards are really cool, like in action, people sliding and diving and all that kind of stuff. I thought they did a really good job. And these are thick stock, obviously. This one is a relic, so let's see what it has to say. Now the back's doesn't continue on with the landscape, but oh yeah, there we go, 2005. So that's the thing. That is one of the things, though. You know, 2006 and 2005, because they kind of stuck with just the turkey red look. You know, Allen and Ginter did little changes, like a tweak to the color where it says turkey red. So for Allen and Ginter, like 2006 would have been blue like the originals, Then the second year, the Allen Ginter would be red. So, but because the design is so always just the same, it's a little hard to tell. Kind of like the rookie design variants in Allen Ginter. They're all based on the 2006. So from year to year, it's a little hard to tell unless you're, if you're looking through them 5 or 6 years later. You might get your years mixed up, like when you're organizing your cards. But, so anyways, so now I got a Chipper Jones, another Hall of Famer relic card, and that's a beauty to boot. I like it. Alright, and then some cool oddballs that I picked up. We did get from Topps, Thurman Munson, New York Yankees catcher. And that is on the Hostess card that came off a Hostess box. Ho-hos or ding-dongs or something like that. So didn't have a whole lot of Thurman Munson stuff in my collection, so semi-vintage. That's 77, I believe. And rest in peace to old Thurman Munson. But we've got another one of him. So this one was 77, and this one here is a 76 off a Wiffle ball. So me and my wife, we actually went and bought her a Rawlings baseball glove so we could play catch. One of those kind of light, like white, grayish gloves so we could play catch. Just opened the park across the street from us because we're living in a new building, and they just finished building the other building across the way from us. And so this park's been sitting there for 2 years unopened. Not huge, just the size of like a Olympic sized swimming pool, maybe smaller. But they finally opened it this week, and so we went over there to, I think Dick's bought her a glove so that we could play catch. Got her T-ball ball, softer. She's a little afraid of the ball. While we were there, they had the wiffle ball sets, and then they had the actual wiffle ball that you just buy, a replacement wiffle ball, and it comes in a little square box. And so this must have come off one of those little square boxes that you would have got a wiffle ball inside. I thought it would have came with the bat and the ball set, but apparently they just do wiffle balls that you could buy single. So I've always wanted to have one of these because, once again, I'm a huge fan of MSA discs. So this is kind of how MSA started, as far as I know, doing a lot of stuff like these discs in the mid to late 70s. And then they moved on to all this kind of stuff as time went on. And so we got the wiffle ball. MSA 76, so that's sweet. So another Thurman Munson. Alright, and to go with that, not together, but speaking of that, we picked up that MSA disc Catfish Hunter. If you tap it just right, it'll rotate and kind of gets itself righted. So this was in this bargain bin the guy had, just a ton of those cards. Same one I got the Bad News Bears cards out of. And that was a graded Catfish Hunter 76 Safelon discs. So it's an MSA disc for Safelon lunch bags, plastic lunch bags. I guess you put your sandwich in or whatever. And so they did some cards in 76 through MSA. Catfish Hunter, Hall of Fame. He's dead. I didn't realize that till I looked this card up some more, and the guy asked him how much, and he was like $8. So I was like, dude, I'll give you 10 if you give me this and all these other cards. And so we made a deal. I mean, where are you gonna get a mint 9? For, you'd probably have to pay $5 or $6 to get that loose nowadays. So for just a couple dollars more to get a graded cost somebody $15 to $20 probably to get that graded. And that is an early PSA, I believe, but that's fine with me. Alright, so there you have it. You know, it's got a little damage, but I don't really care because I'm not super integrated. But when I come across a deal or something I really want, I'm not going to pass it up. And that's sweet. So I can't wait to do another episode on more of these discs. My very first baseball card that I own, that I remember, is a MSA disc, and I still have it. So I'll show you guys that some point in time. So I was at the card show, no, actually when I was at the local card shop, I was talking to a couple guys, and picked up a little stack of some of these big baseball ones. So let's do a few more packs. Let's open something. This is where I got the Larry Walker rookie card out of one of these. And it's, you know, obviously it's a quarter. So they're not highly valuable or anything like that unless you get something really nice, you know. But they're just kind of fun, and for the price, big deal. Hard to store, that's why they're not super valuable. People don't like the odd size, but I'm always looking for an Andre Dawson to replace the one I had that got destroyed in a binder. So Von Hayes, this is Series 3. Cool with a little comic background. Alright. Alice Burks for you Boston fans. There you go, Alice. So sweet. I mean, for a quarter, get the fun of opening these. Get the fun of those little comics. And it's a nice nostalgic trip. Wow, I don't even remember Pat Perry on the Cubs. That's crazy. And they are semi-glossy. They're pretty nice. So there's no reason not to like these cards or not to have any value. It's just they're really awkward size. So these are 89. So there you go. You can read about that if you like. Pause any of these. Jeff Blauser. Come here, boy. Jeff Blauser. We got a street right up the road called Bowers. Makes me think of a dog. So does Blauser. Here, Blauser. Come here, Blauser and Bowers. Come on. Oh, boy. Yeah, my wife was like, oh, brother. I was joking on that super sore ass. Abbey McDowell. Wow. Forgot about him. Cool name, though. Wow. Here we go. Bob Boone. Look how big his hat looks. It looks like he's wearing a motorcycle helmet. Brother. Robert Raymond Boone. Hey, I'm Robert. Nice to meet you. And then, of course, everyone's favorite, the checklist card. Let's give you a second to pause that if you want to see who's on this checklist. They did these in series of like 100 cards or something like that, and then the next series and so on. Hold on a second, let me see if there's Dawson on here. Alright, unless you guys see Dawson, I didn't see him on here, so maybe I should stop buying this series. So I'm not going to get my Andre on here. It's still pretty neat. And it showed you what the tells you what the series is. It said it on the checklist too. So there's your range. So this is second series, so 111 to 220. So we haven't opened one of these yet, I don't believe. I think the only ones I've ever opened were like 88 in the past when I was a kid. So those series 3 were new to me. And so these will be new to me as well because, like I said, I've never opened any of these. And these are going to have a little different look, different color. small score maybe influence there. Alright, so let's get to it. Alright, so I believe that these are the same year. Yep, 1990. Sorry, so there's Series 3. Maybe, oh, these are 89, so this is 2 different years. So, alright. That's why they look so different. Bip Roberts. So these are the last ones were 1989, these are 1990. So, okay. Leon Roberts. Alright. Eddie Whitson. San Diego in them horrible uniforms. I don't know why people like those. Should go back to blue and white, I think. But that's okay. I'm not a Padres fan. I guess it's not up to me. If they like what they like, then that's fine. Jim Gatner. So, as you can see, very, that end of the 80s, early 90s kind of design with big, bold, pop, block color kind of schemes. So, very, very of the time, so dated, I guess is a good way to put it. But not always in a bad way. There's some of them pretty nice, some of the 90s kind of look. Has its place. So we'll see in another 25 years how the design stands up. People hate it or love it. Alright, Mr. Chris Sabo, who was a big chase back in the day, early in his rookie year. I like the backs. The backs are cool. Alright, next we have Nelson Lariano, so I wonder if he's related to some other Larianos. I'm sure he is related to another Lariano, but a baseball major leaguer kind of Lariano. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Looks like crying in that one there. Oh boy. Rest in peace, Ken Caminetti. Houston Astros over there. Houston, Rob. Let's finish this up, Rob. Let's wrap it up. This video's getting long again. Sorry, folks. I just... Hey, you could sit there and play this, listen, and fall asleep. Steve Balboni, I remember him. Alright, folks, and the last card was probably a good card to get back then, and now you do the math. You tell me. Rafael Palmero, former rookie from the Cubs, and yeah, we all know about Rafael Palmero. Okay, you had 1989 in 156 games, 8 home runs. The lifetime up to that point in time, like 2 seasons, now 3 seasons. A lifetime career of 33 home runs in 2.5 years, 2.25, whatever. And yet he ends up with over 500, folks. I don't know. Maybe he just got better as he got older. You know, usually isn't that what happened? You become stronger, faster, more youthful as you get older. Isn't that how it works? Like me, I could go run a marathon right now if I left the house and was like, heck, I feel like running 30 miles. Heck, I'm gonna run to San Francisco. I'm older. I can do that. I'm much easier than I could when I'm 20. Sarcasm, people. But he was still an entertaining player. So, alright, there it is, folks. That's my recap on the remaining stuff that I had. And, so, Bob's your uncle. And, well, hey, there you go. 500 club. You know, dude with 33 home runs in 3 years ends up with over 500 for some reason. There you go. Rafael Palmero, people. Alright, so thanks for watching Old Style Classics Baseball Cards. I'm Rob. Subscribe, like, leave a message. Definitely some Old Style Classics baseball cards. Have a good night, people. We'll have to find out what we want to open or show you guys next time around. Thanks for watching. See you.